Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Blackwell Deception. Now, I got kind of stuck where I couldn't figure out where I was gonna go in terms of either ghost that we're currently dealing with. But I think there was something to do with this. I moved here. I haven't actually finished editing the previous episode of this. I think there was a reason why I moved here. I think I have to interact. I have something that I can do here.
I ain't gonna...
Let's just talk to the temp guy again.
Yes?
Right. I think I was gonna do this. I think this is what I mean, whatever. Let's just do it.
I'm afraid that I have no choice but to end my article with you.
Huh? What do you mean?
An investigation is like following links in a chain, and you're the last link.
Is this supposed to be a threat? I've told you absolutely nothing.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just write the truth about how you fired her and then refused to comment on her tragic death. In the City Post, read by millions. That should do wonders for your reputation, don't you think?
Why are you harassing me? Surely there are other leads you could follow.
Maybe, but I'm on a deadline. It's a shame that I don't have someone else to harass instead. Maybe then I could avoid mentioning this place entirely.
This is blackmail. Fine. The man you want is Ken Sharp of Sharp Sound. Now just get out of here.
Oh, okay. Literally blackmail him. Holy crap. I don't have that address yet. Let's just go to the Highline so I can talk to... Or I can just do stuff without people. Maybe go back to Tiffany and talk to Tiffany about it.
Stay close to the door.
After you...
Hello again.
What?
Consult notes, Ken.
I'd like to talk to Ken. You think you could introduce me?
Why? So you can tell him more lies about me? I don't think so.
Huh. Yeah, it runs a company called Sharp Sound. Maybe I should just look up Sharp Sound. Yeah, let's do that. Sharp Sound. Sharp Sound. There it is. Yay! For some reason I assumed it would just automatically give me the address. But it did not. Ooh.
I'm not stealing the plant. I've got plenty at home.
Why not?
Nice. You think that's real? I bet that's real. It says Sharp Sound.
Sharp Sound. What about this one?
It says Gal Friday Publishing.
Ooh. Becca, I found your phone. I've got it in my desk drawer. Swing by when you get a chance and I'll give it back to you. Ken. Becca. Let's try this door just in case.
Locked. The sign on the door says Gal Friday Publishing.
Yeah.
It's the door to the stairwell. I am not walking down 33 flights of stairs.
It's like, I wonder what'll happen if I try.
That looks like the door we want.
Try the stairs.
Come on in.
Oh, is this Ken?
Hi, are you Ken Sharp?
I sure am. What can I do for you, Miss...
Blackwell. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Nah, the midnight oil can wait. What's up?
I'm helping out the City Post with an article. I was hoping I could ask you some questions.
The newspaper. Sure. Ask away.
Alright.
So, what can you tell me about this place?
This place? We're an audio studio. You need any voiceover music or sound design? Then we're your guys.
Okay. Well, now let's get into the heavy stuff.
I was hoping to talk to you about Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Walters, she used to work for you as a temp.
Did she? I'm afraid we've gone through quite a few temps.
Yeah, I'll bet he has.
So, I'm sorry. She might have worked for us, but I don't remember her.
Huh. Interesting.
So, tell me about yourself.
Not much to say. What you see is what you get.
Do you know anyone named Gavin?
Can't say that I do.
Just asking like fucking weird questions.
Did you ever talk to a reporter named Jeremy Sams?
He from the City Post too?
Yeah, I'm covering for him.
Sorry, I don't think I ever met the guy.
I realized I never actually asked a few of the previous people about Jeremy. Even though I know he's like... you know, it's over. He's gone, you know, his spirit has moved on. I realize he's still important. The
You
complaint?
filed a complaint with Sterling about Tiffany. You don't remember that?
Have you ever worked with temps? Some are alright, but others? Well, there's a reason why they are temping. So sure, I've made my share of complaints, but can I remember any specific one? No.
Were you ever in a relationship with anyone named Tiffany?
Miss Blackwell, was it? I have a wife, and 2 kids, and none of them are named Tiffany.
I'm just following a lead. I was told that Tiffany was involved with someone named Ken.
Well, it wasn't me.
Oh, maybe it's someone else?
I spoke to a guy from Sterling. He confirmed she worked here.
For all I know, he might be right, but I don't remember her. Like I said, we go through a lot of temps here.
Are you sure you don't remember a Tiffany Walters?
I told you, I don't remember anyone named Tiffany
Just
Walters.
come in here and just badger him about it? Okay.
Well, thanks.
See you around.
He seemed like a really nice person. We just badgered him like crazy about Tiffany.
Got a sec?
What is it?
So, any ideas?
Ken Sharp's a pretty smooth talker. I bet he's hiding something.
Yeah, you're probably
That's all
right.
for
Yeah,
Let's see if we can send Joey in.
I'm gonna go in and snoop around. You sit tight.
Yeah. See if we can.
There's nothing I could say to him other than he looks pretty intent on, well, whatever the hell he's
It's
actually doing.
Yes. As always.
Whoa, feels like the AC kicked in.
Hey, I got Blowy Malone. I was looking through the achievements a while ago just to see if there's anything that like I could miss, and I saw that there was something about I remember seeing something about blowing Joey blowing 10 people. So I thought I'd try it. Too dark.
Barely make anything out in here. It's kind of black.
Yeah.
It's kind of black. I have no idea what it is. I can't see a thing.
Okay.
There's a reason why I keep my hands in my pocket.
Right.
I couldn't even begin to.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah, he's
Give me just.
no good. What about this door?
Nothing important back there.
Damn. Okay, let's examine a little more closely. There isn't something I'm missing. Okay. So nothing super important there. Okay. Is there something we can look up or any notes we can compare? Oh. Scott Haynes. My wife Madison told me you were badgering her and my mother with questions yesterday. I probably has been through a tremendous ordeal and don't need you stirring things up. I don't want to get the police involved, but I will. Actually, that's a good point. I should call the police. See if Durkin has anything
Hi,
to say.
it's me again. I was just checking in. Any word on Jeremy's murder?
Any word?
Nothing yet. We're working on it. You got
Okay.
anything for us?
What about
I
Jamie?
wanted to talk to you about Jamie Graham.
Who?
Jamie, a Columbia student. I was told you were looking into it.
You get around, don't
Oh,
you?
he
I
was
think
the.
Jamie and
Oh,
Jeremy
I
might be
forgot.
connected. Could we talk somewhere?
Why should I do that?
Look, you owe me, and I might be able to help you out again.
You could, huh?
Like you said, I get around.
What the hell? I need a cup of coffee anyway. You know a place in Alphabet City called Cup of Clay?
I do,
I've been there.
actually.
Right. See you there.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, that was what we were supposed to do when I went to STP. I wasn't supposed to talk to the agent guy. I was supposed to call Durkin. That was something I was like, gotta remember that for next time. Call Durkin. I completely forgot.
Hi, Detective Durkin?
Oh, it's you. So, what can I do for you?
I'm just gonna stand here.
So, any progress on Jeremy?
Look, you helped us out on the ID, but don't push it. You know about as much as I do.
So why are you looking into Jamie's death? Her teacher said it was natural.
Well, she was right. It looked that way, sure enough.
And?
Her body was found in a dumpster off of Amsterdam. Natural or not, how did the body get in there?
A dumpster? So it was murder.
I didn't say that. It was 3 blocks away from some nightclub. We learned she was a regular, so we went over. She bought it in the upstairs room. Some kind of VIP area. 1 minute, dancing the night away. The next, the lights out. Nobody saw how she died, just that she was dead. Anyway, the bouncer saw it and freaked, so he snuck her out and dumped her. Like I said, cut and dry. Case closed.
How are you sure she wasn't murdered?
We have this thing called a coroner's report.
Right. What did it say?
I don't know the medical term, but some kind of brain vessel burst? It happens. One thing's for sure, it was no murder, just rotten luck.
What else did the coroner's report say?
Nothing too important. Why?
I don't know. Could I see it? You do owe me.
I don't know about that, but you certainly do get around. Look, I can't give you the actual report, but I can give you the gist. You might be nuts, but for some reason, I think you're alright.
Thanks.
Well, thank you.
Don't think.
Yeah.
You owe me now. You got a phone?
Yeah.
When we finish here, I'll send you a message.
Okay. I should ask about everything.
Does the name Tiffany Walters mean anything to you?
Nah.
Damn.
Have you ever heard of a temp agency called Sterling?
Nah, sorry.
Do you know anything about an affair between someone named Ken and Tiffany?
What is this, daytime
I
soap
was gonna
opera?
say, what a
we
broad
don't.
question.
Thrown away like trash. That's horrible.
You're surprised? You know what happened up on the High Line. Some people are animals. They choke someone's mother to death for no good reason.
I love the music that plays in here.
You spoke to Professor Appleton.
The Graham Kids prof? Yeah, why?
No reason, really.
Okay.
This club where Jamie died. It was Munray's, wasn't it?
You get around. Yeah, that was the place.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else.
Do you know anyone named Gavin?
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
He's kind of a cult leader. I'm not sure what he does yet.
Yet?
Have you heard of him or not?
Nah, sorry.
Yeah, okay. There's nothing more I can say, I think.
How come Munray's is still open after what
Oh.
they did?
How do you think any club stays open? They offer favors and spread money around to the right people, and the whole thing never happened. It's all hushed up. Nothing in the papers even.
Alright.
Well, bye.
See ya.
Is he gonna stay there?
Hey, check it out. I got a message from Durkin.
Uh-huh.
Yay. Okay. So that was for Jamie's stuff. Maybe we go to Munray's. Not that I can talk to frickin'... Oh, where's this message? Oh, coroner's report. Blood work clean, no sign of harmful or illegal substances. Cause of death, traumatic hemorrhage due to spontaneous bleeding into the brain tissue.
This coroner report doesn't tell us anything we didn't already know.
Damn. I can't talk to Joey here, can
I
I?
should talk to him in here. I don't think he could even hear me anyway.
Yeah. Wait, okay. I'm just gonna talk to Jamie again.
Hey, kid. Care to finish what we started?
Hey, you.
Okay.
So, I heard this horrible story the other day.
Really?
It was about a girl who died in a place like this and was thrown into a dumpster.
Jesus, what the hell is wrong with you?
Look, forget it.
You say the weirdest things.
Damn. Okay. Is there anything else I can...
Come.
You got a question?
Spare time.
Nothing much.
I bounce around, see everything I can. Mm-hmm. So,
You got it.
I think I checked all these
No.
things.
out west.
Really? Whereabouts?
Illinois?
No way. So am I. Where in Illinois?
I think I tried these, didn't I?
Mattoon.
No way. I grew up 20 minutes from there.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
That's even a smaller town than mine.
I must have got that
Yeah, well, that's why I
previously.
left.
I know the feeling. Although, I miss it in a way. We should talk about the old place sometime.
I'd like that very much.
Okay.
So,
You got it?
Yeah, now it's
So,
just spare
what do you
time.
do?
Nothing much. How about you?
It's,
I come to places.
Really? You don't
Maybe there's more to.
somehow?
yeah, no, I think I tried all the
So-
spare time options and I couldn't get any of them to
Go
work.
to con.
So you're
There's still something I'm missing. Back to the cafe. Okay, Durkin is still there, so he'll stay there.
I can't.
Oh wait, no. Rosa?
Hi again.
Hi,
Do you know the detective over there?
Durkin? He's a regular.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Show her the freaking report.
I met Ken.
Oh, you did? What was he like?
He's married. Did you know that?
Married? No, I didn't know that. Do you think... Did Tiffany know?
I don't know.
Oh, that could be it. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
That's what I needed to hear. Okay. Didn't think about that. Kensha.
I met Ken, and believe me, you can do better.
How can you say that? We're meant for each other. It's just... He doesn't realize it yet. But he will.
Okay, this is getting a bit Creepsville.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help, does it?
Ken's been cozying up to Tiffany. Maybe somebody caught them at it.
Like who?
Oh.
I don't know, a neighbor maybe? I gotta think of everything.
Oh. Okay. Who else have we met? Relating to Tiffany. Wait. Oh, there's that... I was just trying to figure out who might have seen Tiffany and Ken. And I suddenly remembered there was the whole thing with the... There was a phone left in... Oh, just noticed there's a freaking shadow behind me. Yeah, there was this note about the phone. Wait. If I give him... Oh.
That's an interesting picture up there. I
Okay.
don't recognize the band.
Well, you wouldn't. That was my dad's group. They haven't been together since the 60s.
What happened to them?
They died.
They died, I think.
What?
He never talked about it much.
Okay.
Who's that man in the photograph?
Him? That's my dad. He and I started this place about 20 years ago. He's retired
Yeah.
now, but he pops his head in sometimes.
Oh, that's nice. Wait, can I not give him one of my cards? That was why we could look into the drawer with Joey. Becca. Oh, maybe I can send Joey in this door. Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Nothing interesting in there.
Damn it. What about the stairs?
Just a stairwell.
Damn it. Can I maybe knock?
Locked.
Damn it. Can I slip my business card?
I don't see how.
Wait. What's the store called? What's this place called?
I'm not taking.
No,
It
don't
says
take it.
Gal Friday.
Gal Friday
Publishing.
Publishing. Okay. Gal Friday Publishing. Yeah, here we go. I was looking for a phone number. Oopsies. Yeah.
on.
Oh, yes, because it'll light up.
I'm gonna go in and snoop around.
Yeah. While she's on the phone, yeah. There it is. I just noticed the light levels dropped a bit. Here we are.
Looks like a love letter. And it's
Signed
signed Tiffany.
Yeah.
Sounds like our boy Ken knew Tiffany after all.
Yep.
It looks like one of those plastic squares Red calls them. It looks like a sound.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, you can stop. You can stop doing that. Do I just confront him about it?
Come on in.
I happen to know that there's a letter in your drawer right there.
So, tell me, Ken, why do you have a letter from Tiffany in your desk?
What? Oh, what is this? Are you sneaking in here while I'm not around? Is that it?
Maybe I'm just psychic.
Yeah? Well, maybe I'll just call the police.
I just want to find out what happened to Tiffany.
Look, whatever happened to her, it had nothing to do with me.
Maybe you're right, but maybe you can tell me what happened so I can decide for myself?
You're a real piece of work. Fine. Go on. Ask what you want.
So what happened?
Tell me about Tiffany.
Look, you breathe a word of this, and I'll have the police on you so fast it'll make your head spin.
Lips are sealed.
All right. Yes, I knew Tiffany. You probably guessed that we were involved.
Yes.
I gathered that.
I was working late. We were doing spots for a new TV commercial, and she volunteered to help out. I thought she just wanted the overtime, but turns out she wanted something else.
She wanted you.
So she came on to you?
Yeah, she wouldn't take no for an answer. Look, I'm a married guy with 2 kids. I know it was wrong. I just couldn't help myself. It was like a drug. Of course, the girl was completely crazy. I should have noticed that right off.
Crazy.
How so?
My God, the girl was obsessed. Showing up at the office at all hours, stalking me, calling my house at night. She kept saying we were destined to be together, that it was fate. Even when I tried to break it off, she wouldn't take no for an answer. God, what a nightmare. I should have broken it off long before I did.
Why do you keep the letter if the relationship is over?
I don't know. Nostalgia, maybe? It was nice at the beginning. She was crazy, but she saw something in me. I suppose I still want to hold on to that. Especially now that she's, you know, gone.
So you did end things with her?
God, yes. I had to. Even if I wasn't a married man, the woman was a complete head case. Talking about the stars and fate and destiny. She even started calling me Turtle Dove. What a nightmare.
Turtle Dove?
So I buckled down and ended it. And she didn't take it well. I had to get a restraining order put on her. I've learned my lesson, that's for sure. No more temps. And definitely no more affairs. My life is with my wife and family.
So you're through with Tiffany completely?
Yes. I'm sorry she's gone, but I'm glad she's out of my life. What a total embarrassment she was.
So you're through?
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Well, thanks.
See you around.
Okay.
I have a question, Joe.
What?
Ken almost seemed relieved that Tiffany was dead.
Can you blame him?
Sure I can. He doesn't have to deal with the consequences, but we do.
Dealing is what we do best, sweetheart.
That's all.
I suppose. So do we just bring this stuff to Tiffany? I suppose so.
Stay
After
It's very annoying that I have to do this with
Hello again.
Joey every time.
What?
Look, you're gonna have to face facts. Ken is through with you.
You're lying. Deep down, he still loves me. He just can't admit it.
He told me himself.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, see, this is what I was unsure about.
You called Ken your turtle dove, right?
That's private. How did you know about that?
As I spoke with
He told me
Ken.
himself. All this mooning? He thinks it's pathetic.
What?
It's over, kid. You want my advice? Forget about him and get on with your... Well, you need to get over him is all I'm saying.
No. I need to hear it from him. Just one more time. From him.
Oh.
Hey, wait a sec.
She's gonna go to the apartment. I mean, that's why she's gonna go to...
Let me guess.
Yeah.
That was Tiffany.
Why didn't you stop her?
Because I can't touch ghosts?
Right, forget it. Let's just get after her.
Yeah, she's gone to Sharp Sound.
Please don't do this.
And, I'm gonna have to go in.
Think about me, even a little bit.
I'm gonna have to go in as
Come on
Rosa. And then that's why it allowed us to confirm it's over.
So you're through with Tiffany completely?
Yes. Like I told you, I'm sorry she's gone, but I'm glad she's out of my life.
What?
What a total embarrassment she was.
Embarrassment? Ken, you don't mean that.
Do you mean that?
Of course I do. With that squeaky, lovey-dovey voice and the way she'd throw herself at me in public.
I thought you liked it.
You'd think a guy would like that kind of attention, but she was so needy and desperate about it.
Desperate? I was not desperate. It was fate.
She said we were destined to be together, that it was fate.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. We're supposed to be together. Gavin said so.
I don't know why I didn't end it right then and there, but like an idiot, I just kept being reeled back in.
I gave up everything for you. I gave up my life for you.
She thought I'd give up my entire life for her, but that was crazy. I only hope she found some happiness before she died.
Died? Died? Am I dead to you? Is that it? I can't even look at you. I've got to get out of here. I need air.
Whoa, did you feel that? Feels like the AC kicked in. Anyway, take my advice. You meet a guy you like, don't smother him. He'll just run away.
I'll keep that in mind. Well, I think that's everything. Thanks again, Ken.
Sure. You know, feels kind of good to talk about it. And well, I hope you'll be discreet about it.
Don't worry.
It's okay. We don't plan on destroying your life. Finally, I can talk to Tiffany as Rosa.
You think I'm pathetic, don't you?
Oh no, not at all.
I do. Why did I act like such a love-struck little girl?
I don't know. We all act stupid sometimes.
Not like this. I couldn't stop myself. Why? Just because Gavin said we should be together?
Gavin, is that the psychic who told you to stick with Ken?
Yeah, and I believed every last word. Why would I believe something so stupid? Ken was all I thought about. When he told me it was over, I was just angry I couldn't be with him. Gavin told me not to worry, that it was destiny, that we'd be together. It took me over. I wouldn't get out of bed. I just stopped.
I'm sorry.
I need to get out of here. How do I get out of here?
Can we?
Hey Tiff, I got something for you.
What is it?
It's something to help you on your way.
Just 1 minute. Look at him, working at his desk like nothing's happened. I'm ready.
Yep, it's happening. Yay!
It feels good. The light, I mean. It feels good.
Just head towards it. That's all you need to do.
It feels like Gavin. Isn't that strange? Believing his words, accepting the lie, it felt good. Wonderful. I want to hate him, but I can't. It's like it doesn't matter.
We'll get to the bottom of this. I promise. Do you know where we can find him?
No, he'd come over to my place. He'd talk, and it all seemed so clear. That's all I can remember. It's all fading.
You better go.
Thank you. I don't know what else to say.
No need to thank us. It's what we do.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah.
She all taken care of?
That's that.
Yeah, I think she'll be all right. At least, I hope so. This makes no sense, Joey.
Hey?
Her death, it was so pointless.
Who said there had to be a point?
She didn't even like Ken. Not really.
Haven't you ever been in love?
That's not what I mean. You don't just die of a broken heart. Not literally.
Maybe. Maybe not. But whoever this Gavin guy is, he put her up to it. I think we owe our friend Lisa another visit.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll go speak. Oh, not the door. Not the door. No. Buzzer.
Yes.
Hi, Lisa?
Oh, it's you. Have you learned anything?
I mean...
I learned something about Tiffany Walters.
And?
She's dead. Lisa?
Did Gavin kill her? Don't come back until you know for sure.
I've learned something about Gavin and Tiffany.
You have?
I don't want to say it out here on the street. Can I come in?
Yes.
And that's it. Gavin told her to throw herself at this man, and it destroyed her.
Tiffany. You should have seen her when she walked in here. So lost, trying to find her place in life, drifting from job to job, never finding what she wanted. She was a woman who wouldn't let herself be happy.
Was her aura blocked as well?
Look, she needed to believe that her unhappiness was beyond her control. I gave that to her.
You hear that? She's doing a public service.
Judge me if you want, but she came to me.
And then you sent her to Gavin.
Gavin and I have an arrangement.
Which is?
If I have a client who's determined to be unhappy no matter what, I send them to Gavin.
And then they die?
I don't know that, and neither do you. Just because this one died doesn't mean they all do. I gave you 2 names. Look into the other one, and don't come back until you do.
I'll be back.
We'll be right on it. Okay, so... the cafe is just for Durkin now. It's Jamie's room and Monray's. I'm gonna go speak with Durkin again.
Hi.
Yeah?
I think Jamie might have been involved with a wild crowd.
Maybe. Maybe not. Either way, the case is closed as far as the department's concerned.
Has this kind of thing happened at Monray's before?
Who can say? Not my business. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
There might be something here that I missed. Because last time there was, like... I found the emails to do with where she lived. Yeah, this is where we found the name Mattoon. Can I just go up?
There's a sign that says I could try and climb over. I'm not going out. The last time I drank, although believe...
okay, let's just go to Joey. Let's just try one more time, something up here.
Hey, kid.
Hey.
So,
You gotta...
So
yeah.
what do you do when you're not lighting up the dance floor?
None of these lead to further questions, do they?
I come...
Really?
Maybe there's more...
Somehow?
None of my lines of inquiry work for now. Oh. Josie Park. This might relate to something from a previous game. Is this here? I just looked up Jamie Graham. Information about wanting to get a whole box of books here. Let's just go back to Lisa and mention that we found her dead, but I don't know what's happened otherwise.
Hi, Lisa. I learned something about Jamie. She's dead too. Lisa, do you know something about this?
I don't know anything. Like I said, I just suspect. Don't come back unless you know more.
Lisa, both of these girls are dead.
I know that. You think I don't know that? But until I know that Gavin was involved with both of them, I don't see why it's any of my business.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Fine.
Alright, let's see if we can
What is
talk
it
about
this time?
something.
So,
Did that professor say anything about...
she might.
Then I don't...
Oh, I've already got that.
That's all.
Yeah.
I've already found that.
Are you Seb?
Hmm?
I said, are you Seb?
Yeah, I heard. Do I
Oh,
know you?
No, but we have a
Oh.
mutual friend.
Really? Who?
Jamie. Jamie Graham.
Sorry, don't know her.
I read the email you wrote to Jamie.
That was private.
Sorry, I know. It couldn't be helped.
So, what do you want?
I'm trying to learn about her.
Oh, I didn't know this was
Save the
said.
trouble. She was a drug addict, a dropout, and a tease. Then she spun out of control.
Okay.
Do you want to go somewhere more quiet? It's kind of loud in here.
I don't want to talk anyway, so I'll stay right here.
Alright.
You here alone?
Yeah, and I like it that way.
She was a drug addict.
Yeah, big time. She kept trying to get me on the stuff. Called me boring. Boring, right. At least I'm not dead.
She dropped out of school.
Not yet. Well, she stopped going to class. She was going to drop out or get kicked out. One or the other.
Why was Jamie a
Tease?
tease?
No reason. Forget it.
Why do you come here? It doesn't seem like your kind of place.
You want to talk.
I'm here on business. Kind of. So why are you here?
I don't know. Does it matter? I just am.
She was a drug...
Yeah, boring.
Okay. I think I have to show him this. Wait, it said Jamie was a drug addict.
I read Jamie's autopsy report.
What's it say? Is she still dead?
It confirms what everyone says. She died of a cerebral hemorrhage.
No surprise. All the drugs she took had to mess up her brain somehow.
So, you come here a lot?
No? Yes? I don't know. Whatever.
Did you know Jamie's professor, Elaine Appleton?
We talked about her sometimes, but I don't know her.
Were you dating Jamie Long?
Doesn't matter.
I guess not. Did Jamie ever mention the name Gavin?
No.
Okay.
So, Jamie was a drug addict.
Not that it's any of your business, but yeah. Always bragging about getting high on E every night, and she was proud of it. She tried to get me on the stuff. Said I needed to loosen up. Look where it got her.
Okay, I think that's what I needed to
Well,
hear.
I have to go.
Later.
I think I need to... I think that'll be the
Hey, kid.
spare
Care to
time
finish what we
thing.
started?
Hey, you.
So,
You got it.
so, what do you do when you're not lighting up the dance floor?
Taking
Nothing
drugs.
much. How about you?
Oh, the books was an important detail. Ah.
This usually isn't my scene. You'd find me at home with a book most nights.
Really? I used to read all the time.
Not anymore?
Nah. So what do you like to read?
I don't read. Blackwell?
There's this book by a lady named Blackwell. Ever hear of her?
No. Is she any good?
Depends who you ask.
I'll pass then.
So,
You got nothing. Really?
Not anymore?
Nah.
Anything with a centerfold?
Figured.
Damn it.
You got nothing.
This usually isn't my scene.
Really?
Not anymore.
Nah.
Okay, so books, but I don't know.
I don't usually read.
Yeah, neither do I. Life's too short.
Damn it.
So,
You got
So I've learned the books thing, but I haven't learned.
really?
Not anymore.
Nah. So what do you like to read?
I haven't learned what types of books she likes yet. Damn it. But I'm gonna do this now.
So, I hear you like to party.
Why? You got something?
No, do you?
No, but I could if I wanted to. Anytime.
Damn it. Okay. Okay, well now I need to figure out what she reads. Here notes, Jamie.
Seb doesn't have a lot of nice things to say about Jamie.
No.
Now this is interesting. Seb said that Jamie was a drug addict, but her blood work came back clean. Something's not right here.
Yeah. Did Seb lie?
Seb, you told me that Jamie was on drugs a lot, but Jamie never used drugs.
That's suspicious.
I spoke to a cop. He saw the autopsy report. She was completely clean.
That's impossible. She was always talking about ecstasy, trying to get me on it.
If she took anything, it wasn't stronger than cough medicine.
I don't believe this.
I've got the report right here. Sort of. Do you want the cop's number?
No, I don't want his number. Why would she lie about something like that? That's crazy.
You know her better than I do.
Yeah, maybe I did. She wanted to be interesting. She always thought she was boring. But she wasn't. She was fantastic. She read Robert Ashbless.
Here we go.
How many girls read Ashbless?
I've read Ashbless.
She wanted to live, she said. Feel alive. She was kidding herself. Told everyone she was taking drugs, not having the guts to really do it. Stupid girl. I honestly thought that she and I... God, look at me. What the hell am I doing here? Is this me now? Following her ghost around like some lovesick puppy? You're sick,
More literally
Jim.
than you think.
Sick.
Okay, well that's the answer I needed. By the way, I'm gonna just play this until we finish the game. I think we're pretty close.
Care to finish what we started?
Hey, you.
I think.
You got it.
Well, no, I say close.
So,
I mean, like, I think it's not. We're not far from getting to like the Gavin part, and then we'll see where that
usually isn't my
what
scene.
happens.
You'd find me at home.
Really?
Not even.
Nah.
Okay, so books, and then Ashbless.
Robert Ashbless was always a favorite of mine.
Really? I used to read him all the time. Which is your favorite?
Bluff. All of them. His first one.
The first one.
Really? What was it?
Yeah, you know.
Look at me.
Shit. Okay. Books. Ashbless.
Oh, I like all of them.
Really?
Not.
Right.
Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna.
I talk.
Oh, I'm gonna have to just lie. Just try to fib my way through.
Not anymore.
Nah.
Okay, Ashbless. Bluff.
One about the guy. You know, I think he wore a hat.
Right.
Damn it. Okay. Okay, wait. Lingo. Okay. Ashbless. Ashbless. Ashbless was an English author whose body of work includes novels, short stories, plays, song lyrics. He's best known today for the Anubis of the Gate novels. Anubis at the Gate. Anubis at the Gate. No, okay. I think we're just gonna. I think that'll do it. That's probably all we needed to learn.
Hey, kid.
Hey, you.
So.
Okay.
You got... Nah.
Anubis at the Gate.
Anubis at the Gate was always a favorite.
Oh yeah, if you want to go with the popular one.
You don't like it?
Oh, sure, it's great, but that's the first one people always pick. He wrote other stuff, you know.
Like what?
Oh, dark drawing, and drawing a laugh. If you liked Anubis, you'd like those too.
Really? I'd have to look him up sometime.
I've got a bunch in storage somewhere. Maybe I could let you borrow one sometime?
I'd like that. How did I guess
How
that?
about right now?
Huh?
Not sometime. Right now. God, I hate this place. Why do I come here every night? To have fun? I just feel more miserable. Let's get out of here.
Sounds good to me, gorgeous. Where to? We can go anywhere.
Well, my dorm isn't far.
Your dorm?
Yes. The John Jay Dormitory, room 402.
Well,
Oh, weird.
Ah.
I get the feeling we're going to be good for each other.
Oh dear. Accidentally.
This just got a
Yeah.
lot more interesting.
Still got it, achievements.
There. I want that to be my last memory of this place. Let's go. I'll be back in my dorm. Don't keep me waiting long, okay?
That's awkward. Yeah. It's like,
What did you do to that girl?
I haven't done it yet.
Are you sure she's even legal?
Legal, she's dead.
This is disgusting.
Oof. Yeah.
Are you seriously going in there to... I mean, can you even? You know?
I don't know. It's never come up before.
That's
Wow.
disgusting.
Look, believe it or not, I do have a small modicum of class. I'll do what I gotta do. No more and no less.
If you say so, Joey, but don't think I won't go in there. I won't want to, but I will.
Okay,
You came.
I told you I would.
So cold in here. I don't think I've ever been so cold. Look at me, I'm freezing. Come warm me up.
Of course, darling, if you're absolutely sure.
Of course I'm sure. I've never been so sure of anything. I feel so good when I'm around you. I don't want that feeling to go away.
uh-oh.
I feel like myself again. Does that make any sense? It's like I remember who I'm supposed to be, not what Gavin told me to be.
Gavin?
He's full of crap. I was just a bit lost, and he took advantage.
Just what did he do?
Look at you, so chivalrous. He told me I was dying, that I was wasting my life. Maybe he was right. Nose in a book or a computer, that was me.
That she was dying.
He said I had to stop studying and start living, have a full life, have fun. But after meeting you, I remember, my life wasn't so bad, was it?
Only you can judge that.
I had my family, I had a few friends, I liked my classes, I even had a sort of boyfriend. Things were good. Why didn't I see that? I didn't have to be so miserable. Stupid, huh?
You're far from home. It messes with your head. People get confused. It happens.
Sure, that's obvious now, isn't it? It's like I couldn't think straight. Even right up until the end,
The end of what? Please, darling. The end of what?
It's so cold in here.
I am so sorry.
Sorry. I'm dead and you're sorry. Is this really happening?
It's already happened.
I died. In the club. I died. I remember it perfectly. It was like being ripped apart.
I know. It happened to me once too.
But it's over now?
Yes, dear. It's over.
So what now?
Red, I know you're listening. That's your cue.
Yeah. I didn't even have to do it. I didn't even have to give her the tie. It was just, it happened automatically.
Jamie.
Yeah. It's just so much to take in.
I know.
So what now? Just float into the light and I'm gone?
I don't know what happens after, but yes. Just head toward the light.
So this is it. I'm really dead. Gavin told me to live life to the fullest. Ironic, huh?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
If I had only taken a minute to think about what I was doing... But it's too late for that, isn't it?
Yes.
Gavin is going to do this to someone else. I know it. I feel it. He's already done it. Countless times.
Do you know where we can find him?
We'd meet on campus. I don't know where he lives. Funny. Didn't seem suspicious at the time. It's fading. Everything is just fading.
We'll get to him. We'll stop him. It's what we do.
Promise?
Promise.
Time to go, Jamie.
I know. Tell Joey I said bye.
Sure.
And if he needs a cold shower or anything, tell him I'm sorry.
Got all worked up. Yep.
You got her off okay?
Yeah, she's gone.
Got her off.
Good.
Something wrong?
No. I just want to meet this Gavin guy so I can sock him in the jaw.
Joey?
Who has this kind of power anyway? He brainwashed that poor kid and that sob story Tiffany. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some pretty out there stuff, but this? Well, it just rubs me the wrong way.
I think we should talk to Lisa again.
Her? She keeps more clam than a seafood buffet, but sure, why not?